February 2018, the war strikes the quiet and agrarian Dapchi village in Burasari local government area of Yobe State in the northeast. "110 girls from Government Girls Secondary School are abducted. Government confirms the abduction is carried out by Boko Haram insurgents. Again, the nation is thrown into panic and doubt over government's insistence on technically winning the war against terror.
The state government, in partnership with the federal government and specifically the security agencies, will spare no time, no effort in ensuring the return of the girls back home, inshallah. I urge our religious leaders, community leaders, and indeed all our citizens to intensify prayers for the good health and safe return of the missing schoolgirls.
I have activated certain machineries in my office. In theater here, the theater command has already started working hard on the search 24 hours, non-stop. The Nigerian Air Force has deployed 20 aircraft in Maiduguri and 80 others on their way. So far, 200 hours have been utilized in flying sorties looking for these girls. We have also been made aware of the fact that the Nigerian Air Force will step up its operation regardless of the very, very hard and severe weather conditions. The Nigerian Police Force has also done a lot in supporting these operations, as well as the civil defense.
The nation is yet to recover from the abduction of over 200 schoolgirls in Chibok, Borno State in 2014. Though some have been rescued, over 100 of the girls are said to be in the captivity of Boko Haram.
We can't be fighting insecurity and degrading Boko Harams to the debris, and we find this kind of numbers of people be kidnapped outside the country, and which is outrageous. And we call on Nigerians to join us in prayers for this quick release of these girls so that the country will have a peaceful and coexistence.
It just shows that we have not learned any lesson. If we had learned any lesson, it shouldn't have repeated itself. We should have fortified the security network in the area when we know that the insurgents are fighting against Western education. So what are we doing? Why should the school be left porous? Government must be held accountable for every single life that lives there. People must explain. People must come and tell us what happened. The sole responsibility of government is protection of life and property. And if it is not doing so, people have no business being in that government. The government must be accountable to the people. We have no arms to go and fight the insurgents. The government have the soldiers, they have the security network, they have the agencies. So we expect that they should do their job, simple. But it only tells that some people are sleeping. If an incident like this happened before, just some few years back, and it is happening again, it calls the level of preparedness of the government to question.
It's a big joke that 3 years ago, something happened and it's repeating itself again. I expected that we should have put things in place to protect our girls. Now, if in 2015, some group of girls were taken, like 200 and something, and only a few of them have been able to get back to the society, I expected that our security agents who are on the roads collecting 20 naira, 50 naira from people should have been dispatched to the schools to protect these girls. But alas, none of them, and probably no security even enough in the schools. Now, in northern Nigeria, one of the greatest problems we have is that girls don't go to school. We have our girls that we're behind educationally. And then the few who are going to school, even science schools for that matter, are being taken away. So the government, I think, should be more serious and try to stop playing politics all around with the issue of our daughters.
276 girls in 3 years, now another 100 girls. What are we doing? What kind of politics are we playing? Why are we playing with lives? Why? These are somebody else's children. Girls for that matter. You have a girl child, do you know the kind of trauma she's going to go through? So my concern and my prayer to this present government is, government must begin to take these kind of issues very, very serious.
As the tradition since the abduction saga began, the President, Muhammadu Buhari, directs security agencies to urgently ensure the recovery of the abducted Dapchi schoolgirls. The directive moves the office of the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of Operation Habila Joshak to Yobe State.
I'm here in Yobe Command in response to the directive of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Minister for Interior to the Inspector General of Police to come here and address that security situation, to relocate here and study what has happened and find solution and interact with all stakeholders and gather all the intelligence available and hook on to the Operation Lafia Dole to sit together to find the innocent children that were abducted on the 19th of February to an unknown destination, to ensure their safety and rescue and to reconcile them to their parents and to the schools, and at the same time address other threats of schools, whether it's a higher institution or it is a secondary school or it is a primary school, to make sure that there is robust security and confidence building in the school system to ensure that learning is not interrupted.
Especially the security situation in the country.
In the same breath, the Senate summons the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Yusuf Buratai, and the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ibrahim Idris, over the Dapchi abduction. The resolution follows a motion by Senator Biodu Olujimi.
That the spate of girl-child kidnappings in Nigeria has assumed an alarming dimension. On the 21st of February 2018, the nation was shocked with the news of the kidnap of 110 schoolgirls from the government Girls Science Technical College, Dapchi, Busari local government area of Yobe State. This incident is reminiscent of the 2014 Chibok girls abduction, in which 113 of the girls are still in captivity almost 4 years later. Worried that a pattern is gradually being established, which clearly indicates that the objective of Boko Haram insurgents is to deprive young girls of school age from pursuing education. Further worried that if this ugly trend is not checked, the girl-child education, which is part of the objective of goal number 4 of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDG, would have been lost in Nigeria even before the 2030 target year.